Hello, classmates. For today, I will be discussing, okay, the first topic on our subject management of technological innovation, which would be understanding technological innovation. This would be my topic outline. So we will be covering the nature of technological innovation, the strategic impact of technological change, and innovation patterns and emerging technology versus established technology. So let's start with the definition of the technological innovation. So this would be the nature of the technological innovation. Technological innovation, or just simply innovation, is a new or improved product or process whose technological characteristics are significantly different from before. So it only means once you had created a certain product, or maybe you had created an improved product which will going to give a significant differences on how it actually being used before. So we called already that as a technological innovation, or just simply innovation. So according to Thomas Edison, so there is a way to do it better. So of course, when you will be doing a certain things that will going to improve the life of every person, or the improvement in the humanity. So the way that you can do it better is you need to find a solution. So we can actually have this kind of innovations by researching. So that's why we have this what we call the research and development. So you need to find it. Okay, so in order for the betterment of the community or even the society. So innovation happens when someone improves or makes a significant contribution to something that has already been invented. So it doesn't mean that you haven't created a new product. There is no innovation on that. So even there is an existing product and you had you improve that certain products, that's already a form of innovation. Okay, specifically if there would be like a significant contribution on that given product, or some things that you're going to create. So, and of course, when you convert this certain knowledge into a wealth, so it only means when you have created a certain product or a certain innovation coming from a knowledge, and it will going to generate an income. Okay. So we call that one also as a technological innovation. So innovation is a complex process. Even defining innovation is actually problematic. So why they called it having an innovation is actually problematic, because you will be finding ways on how are you going to solve things, or how are you going to improve some things for the betterment. Okay. So there are actually 10 types of innovations here. So we have the enabling process, core process, product performance, product system, services. So we have also here channel, then the brand, customer experiences, networking, and business model. So this is an example for the type of innovation. So starting from the process, offering, delivery, then the finance. So when we say process, this would be some innovation related to process, like enabling process, core process. So you're going to align a certain talent and use superior methods to do your work. Then for the offering, so product performance, product systems, and services. So it employs distinguished features and also functionality. If you're going to create complementary product or services and support and enhance the value of the offering. So when we say channel, brand, and customer experience, so you will be delivering your offering to customer and to the user. So represent your offering and business, foster interaction. Then lastly would be the business model and networking. This will be about money, making money, then connect with other people to make money. So it's more on the wealth or the earning of the money. Okay. So this is the innovation process cycle. So having a certain creative idea coming from a knowledge, right? So you're going to have now this innovation challenge. So that's why they called it, sometimes innovation is really problematic because you're going to you're going to have something something that will going to improve, right? Uh, the life of a humanity or even the betterment of the society. So of course, if you're going to have an innovation, there would be some process on how are you going to have that. So you are going to have an innovation challenge coming from a certain creative idea. So now, how are you going to have that? By having like a collaborative ideas, brainstorming. Then after that, you're going to compile all of the idea, okay, and to evaluating all of this idea in order for you to generate some innovation so that you can start testing and developing it, then implementing it. Then after that, you're going to review if there would be something that you need to improve, okay. Then after that, so you're going to have an idea. So, or the new idea or the innovation, then you're going to market it in order for you to earn some money. So it only means that when you have a creativity and commercialization, so we already call that one as innovation. Okay, so difference between invention, innovation, and creativity. So when we say creativity, okay, creativity is a novel ideas that are communicated, useful, and appealing. So then for the invention, so you're going to create something new. Okay, then for the innovation, making the invention into a product form. So if you're going to commercialize it, so that would be the innovation. Then another, creativity is a fuzzy idea and can't be clarified until it is made into a prototype. So these are several ideas that you're going to have that you actually acquire through certain brainstorming. So a new to the world discovered or created. So that would be the invention. Then innovation is about changing a pattern for doing something. Then after that, so we have also some other definition. So when we say creativity, these are ideas. Okay, then invention is from this given idea. Okay, so you're going to have this cash, then ideas to cash. Then based on thinking up to new things is creativity. Then based on primary scientific skills, then innovation is based on broad set of strategic marketing and technical skills. So it only means the relationship between creativity, invention, and innovation is that if you have a fresh new idea, okay, so you can already perform a certain process in order for you to create an invention. Then from the invention, so you're going to create a certain process in order for you to have uh, an innovation. So it's not like from a fresh new idea, immediately it would be for it will going to have an innovation. So invention is the first occurrence of an idea for a new product or process, while innovation is the first attempt to carry it up into practice. So once you have implemented it, so that would be the innovation. That's according to John Fagerberg. So examples how invention turned into innovation. So like for example in here, so there is this like a rock, then they innovated it. So now we have lots of this what we call the yung mga gulong, no? Then from chips to a different embedded systems. Then from the laser, lots of applications of lasers nowadays. Okay, one more. So we have here combining the peanut butter and the honey. So there is this honey butter. Then from the cell phones, from a big sizes of model up to a small sizes of model, even on the different lamps, right? So we have now several forms of lighting materials nowadays. Another, self-cleaning clothes, electricity conducting cement, and more. Okay, so these are some examples of the innovations which was actually made. Okay, so many new and unique ideas are making their way. So it is very clear that manufacturers and actually marketers are listening to the needs and wants of the customers and are making new products to meet the demand. So everybody can contribute to new product. Then they are going to have like a product development either through research and development or through their focus energy and commitment to their role. Okay. So now the strategic impact of technological change. So the key relationship to consider is that between technology and strategic success. Technology may not be a source of competitive advantage if competitors exploit it to rapid technological change can challenge all competitors in a market. So these are the technology mechanism. So we have a new process, okay? Then solve complex problems, a new product, protect valuable material, and rewrite the rules. Now, how are this technology mechanism creates an advantage? So for example, a new process, so you can have like produce a faster at a lower cost or better quality. Like for example, uh, like the internet banking, right? So we have now several online banking. So this is actually a new process. So solve a complex problem. So how it going to create an advantage? So you do something competitors find hard to master. So one of a good example for this is the Google search engine. So you can have also like a new product. So how it going to create an advantage? So the first product to the market. So it will be like a unique product which is not yet created before. Then you created it. Then that will be the starting point on improving it to create a new innovation. Actually, they called it like an emerging technology. So like for example, the iPod, right? Before we have only like cassette player, then CD player, MP3 player, then we have iPod and so on and so forth. So there will be like a new product. Then protect a valuable material. It actually creates an advantage by having something others can only sell if they pay for a license. Okay, like for example, uh, the different medicines, right? So there would be like they call it like a patent, right? So that you are going to create a certain material, then in order for you to protect this valuable material. Okay, so you are going to apply for a certain patent, like the different forms of medicines, right? Like for example, every medicine that are actually created have several patents, okay, that they cannot copy. Then rewrite the rules. So how it creates an advantage. So a completely new approach which makes other products and markets redundant. Like for example, the different digital cameras, right? In our there is a digital camera now on the cell phone. There are also cameras. Okay, so now, how does the Porter's five forces related to technology? Actually, technology can have a significant effect on the five forces by Porter. Okay, so what are these Porter's five forces? So we have the barriers to entry, substitutes, power of customers, power of suppliers, and competitive rivalry. So examples of potential impact of technology, like for example on the barriers to entry, it may reduce economies of scales, encouraging new entrants, for example, like digital publishing. In some case, barriers may rise as products becomes more complex and processes difficult to copy, right? Then for the substitute, so examples of potential impact of, on the technology is that new products may displace old. For example, before we have like a cassette player. Now we have MP3 player, and we have after the cassette player, we have the CD player, then we have MP3, now we have the cell phones, right? From Betamax, VHS, then uh, the VCD, right? Then the DVD, there is a Blu-ray disc. So there are actually substitutes. Okay. So which actually makes different customers spend for it, okay, as a new product that is actually created. Okay. So another is the power of customers and also the power of suppliers. Okay, the potential impact of technology is technology may free businesses from a single source of supply. Like for example, the different open source software, right? Okay, versus the Microsoft software. Of course, okay, open source software, you do not need to pay something. But for Microsoft, so you need to pay licenses. Then for the competitive rivalry, so the example of potential impact of this on the technology is that rivalry is diminished. Its technology, so which is successfully patented and also licensed, so that at least you can secure, okay, the idea that you had created. Now, is it opportunity or a threat? So some businesses may be technology leaders where technology enables them to gain an advantage. But most other businesses need to assess the threat posed by technology on their competitive position. So like the developing new technology is usually expensive. The investment returns depend on the extent and pace at which a market adopts new product or improved version of existing product. We actually call that one as the innovation diffusion. Okay. So now, what are the different supply side factors that actually affects innovation diffusion? So we have degree of improvement, compatibility, complexity, experimentation, and customer service. So what are the potential effect on technology? Like for example, in the degree of improvement, you can actually ask like, does the technological change provide enough incentive for customers to change? Then for the compatibility, you can actually ask, is the new technology compatible with existing products? Or are older products likely to become obsolete? Then for complexity, you can ask that, does the product or the way it is marketed, like for example, the pricing, make it too complicated for the majority of customers to understand? Then for the experimentation, Can customers test the new technology before committing to buying it? What feedback is available from early adopters? Then lastly, for the customer service, how easy is it, okay, for potential customers to get answers to their questions before committing to the new technology? Okay. Aside from the supply, we have also demand factors. Okay. Demand factors that actually affecting innovation diffusion. So we have market awareness, then observability and customers. How potential effect on technology? So you can ask, like for example, in the market awareness, how aware is the market of the new technology? What promotional activity is required in order for the customer and distributors to support the technology? Then for the observability, what is the potential for a bandwagon effect? So how easy is it for customers and distributors to see the technology in actions and observe the benefits that actually it brings? Then lastly, for the customer, which customers are likely to adopt the technology first? So what approach is most appropriate for successful launch of the innovation? How are existing customers going to be supported in transferring to the new technology? So now, what is a tipping point? So tipping point, this is the point in time at which some new technology will going to become the mainstream. Okay. So with innovation diffusion, demand tends not to increase steadily. Often a slow process of adaptation, then a tipping point when demand suddenly takes off or even declines. So now, there are actually main options in developing or acquiring technology. So we have an in-house development, we have alliances, and also acquisition. So when we say in-house development, this is actually favored if technology is a key competitive advantage. Like business may have experience of achieving first mover advantage, and it requires strong insights into technology and the market needs. And business must also be willing to take commercial and financial risk. Then for the alliances, this is actually appropriate for technologies which are important but which doesn't have to confer competitive advantage. Like for example, packaging. Then business may want to follow and imitate rather than be a market innovator. Then new technology may be well beyond the skills and experience of the business and help limit commercial and financial risk, which is a good link with outsourcing. Then lastly is acquisition. So often important, if speed is important, like no time for learning. May be essential if the technology is complex or if it is providing competitors with a certain advantage. So acquisition is actually high risk. Have to be sure that the right technology is being bought. Okay, so the last part of my topic will be the innovation patterns and emerging technology versus the established technology. So what is the difference between emerging technology and established technology? Of course, when we say established technology, this is the technology which is already accepted and is being used. It's already established. Then the emerging technology are the source of the established technology. Okay, so or yeah, because you are going to do some innovation based on what are the different established technology. So in short, this is a term generally used to describe a new technology, but it may also refer to the continuing development, okay, development of the established technology. Okay, so like for example, established technology before are this kind of devices. Then we have a Walkman, then a CD player, then it evolves, right? It became an MP3 player. There are like the iPod, right? The media players, excuse me, and so on and so forth. Now we have Spotify, right? So these are examples of emerging technology, which actually derive from established technology. So now, what are the several emerging technologies nowadays? Like the big data. From the big data, you can have some other emerging technologies out of it. The very popular nowadays, like data analytics, data science, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. All of these were derived from big data. Okay, what else? So we have, yeah, this is the one that I am mentioning a while ago. Okay, there are lots of technologies which are actually derived from a big data. Then we have also like Internet of Things. Okay, so like controlling, monitoring certain things through the use of the internet. Okay, it can be used on airport, it can be in the home, like smart home, smart city, smart agriculture, and so on and so forth. So actually, you can already monitor, like for example, the different root crops that you actually planted on a certain farm, okay, through the use of Internet of Things. Also, in relation with other emerging technologies like artificial intelligence and machine learning. Okay, then some more, actually there are lots of things which is related on the emerging technologies. Okay, so that's my report. And actually, the second part was actually it will be discussed by Engineer Cacho, but this is just a late presentation. Okay, so I hope that you have learned on my presentation and have a nice day to all of you.